know, I came to your house with a different, I did want to do a different approach, but then when I got the arrogance of your mother, and I got the arrogance of you, buddy, okay? Don't me now, okay?
Last month on City News, we brought you the exclusive story that looked into the questionable conduct of a Peel police officer who had unknowingly recorded himself on a suspect's phone. Now, you just heard him sounding off on the young man he had just arrested for causing a disturbance. The day our story aired, Peel's chief of police launched an internal professional standards investigation into the officer's conduct. Though several weeks since that was launched, the family involved believes police aren't taking it seriously. A warning, our story contains some language some may find disturbing.
Then what's your problem, buddy? Are you retarded?
Tonight, for the first time, we're seeing video of the incident that led up to Masood Massad's arrest. Sunday, November 18th, around 6 p.m., the 25-year-old who delivers food for the app DoorDash arrives at Shawarma Royale to pick up an order. He waits for several minutes while the busy restaurant works away. On multiple occasions, he asks about his order that he's picking up, at one point pointing at his phone. When you show them your phone in the video, what are you pointing at?
I'm just basically trying to show him that they are past the pickup time.
The security video has no audio, though after waiting approximately 12 minutes, Massad begins what appears to be a verbal confrontation with staff behind the counter.
You know, it was nothing more than what the average person may get into an argument with any sort of co-worker, a family member.
A man who Massad believes is the owner approaches and tells him to leave the restaurant. Staff follow him out the door. Police are eventually called. 8:30 that night, 3 Peel police officers arrive and enter the Massad household after this man, Constable Bernard Trelaya, says he called Massad and his mother. Massad tells police he's recording the conversation. After a quick 30-second exchange of words, PC Trelaya arrests Massad for, quote, cause of disturbance, a charge that would eventually be dropped down to mischief, but not before the 25-year-old is led out of his house in cuffs and put in a squad car. The next 15 minutes is all recorded.
Now you're a mouse with your tail stuck between your.
As of yesterday, the family says Peel police had yet to reach out to them as part of their professional standards investigation into the officer's conduct. After City News reached out to Peel police for an update yesterday morning, the Massad family says an officer called them to set up an interview.
They've been waiting for almost a month, and I only believe they contacted my son because the media, you guys contacted them asking for an update.
Is that a reasonable timeline in your opinion?
We're not going to rush an investigation. The amount of time it takes to reach out to witnesses, complainants, that has no bearing on the investigation itself.
Peel police confirm Officer Trelaya still remains on active duty. You believe that there's been a lack of action from professional standards, so what have you done?
Yes, so the first step, I started going to politicians, MPPs, explain to them, and then I filed a complaint online with OPERD.
A court date for Massoud's mischief charge has been set for Friday, December 21st. Ahead on City News, why lawyers say they're shocked the charges haven't already been dropped altogether. Earlier on City News, we brought you an update into a professional standards investigation that's looking at the conduct of a Peel police officer who unknowingly recorded himself on a suspect's phone while he sounded off on that very suspect. Tonight, one lawyer believes the whole arrest may have breached the Charter of Rights. A warning, some may find some of the language used in this story disturbing.
Then what's your problem, buddy? Are you retarded? So then there's no excuse. If you know you are and you're not doing anything about it.
It was on the night of November 18th that Peel Police Constable Bernard Trelaya arrested Masood Massad after the 25-year-old DoorDash food delivery driver got into a verbal altercation with staff at a Shawarma Royale. The audio recording you just heard was unknowingly recorded by PC Trelaya when he appears to have mistakenly pressed record on Massad's phone. Peel police have launched an internal investigation into the officer's conduct, and the family has filed a complaint with the Office of the Independent Police Review Director. With a court date approaching, the family reached out to a lawyer and a paralegal, hoping they would take on the mischief case.
Both of them just said, we're really surprised that the police did not drop the case. Both lawyers said, you're going to be wasting your money. Just go to the court. We're sure that it's going to be, the case will be dropped.
In order for the Crown to proceed, they have to have a reasonable likelihood of conviction. And I think this is a case, in light of the way that it's all unfolded, there really isn't a likelihood of conviction here.
We've played the audio recording of PC Trelaya's verbal tirade to lawyer Kim Schofield, who's called the arrest street justice. She also believes the police constable's self-professed reason for making the arrest may breach the Charter of Rights.
It's clear from the comments that we had of the police officer that as time went on and as the officer became more frustrated with the mom of the accused and the accused himself, and as he deemed their behavior to be rude, it was on that basis that the detention continued. And certainly that's the very definition of what would be an arbitrary detention.
A court date for Masood's mischief charge has been set for Friday, December 21st. We'll be sure to bring you updates as they come. This story came to us from a City News viewer. If you have a story you want us to look into, here's just a few ways you can reach us.